So we're going to take a look at the last lines from Flavius in Act 1, Scene 1, and do a little activity with denotation versus connotation. So when you look at denotation, just remember that that is what is written down. Denotation, what's written down. Connotation is going to be when you have to draw connections. So that will be when we see figurative language taking place that we need to think about and draw connections, a lot like we did with Gatsby. So first of all, when I read this stanza, it says, "It is no matter. Let no images be hung with Caesar's trophies. All about and drive away the vulgar from the streets. So do you too, where you perceive them thick." So this is direct instruction that Flavius is giving to Marullus. He is saying it's not a big deal that it's a holiday. They should not be hanging the trophies on Caesar's statue. And anywhere that they see crowds, they should get rid of them. So no one should be decorating Caesar's statues. If you see people doing so, make them leave. That is exactly what's written down here. There's no figurative language. That's exactly what he wants Marullus to do. Now, in lines 72 to 75, this is where connotation comes into play. "These growing feathers plucked from Caesar's wing will make him fly an ordinary pitch. Who else would soar above the view of men and keep us all in servile fearfulness?" So when I read this, I know that this is, I need to use connotation here because Caesar does not have feathers. Caesar is not a bird. That would not make sense. I know that this is symbolic of something else. So when I think about that, it says that the feathers need to be plucked from Caesar's wing to make him fly an ordinary pitch. Well, I already know that Flavius and Marullus are in the same class as Caesar. They're in the patrician class, so they have the same level of power based on the dynamics of the Roman Republic. So when I think about what the wing could represent, I'm thinking it probably represents Caesar's power, because if Caesar is flying way up high and Flavius and Marullus are going to be down here, Flavius and Marullus are not going to like that change in power. So really the connotation of what Flavius is saying here is Caesar is becoming too powerful and we need to take some of that power away. It says, who else would soar above the view of men and keep us all in servile fearfulness? So what are they afraid of? Well, they're afraid that he's going to be above them. So otherwise, he will rule over us and make us obey him using what? Using fear.